All right, the FNAF 2 movie. What a amazing sequel, my opinion. Now, I will make a few things clear. If you like FNAF or Five Nights at Freddy's, love the lore, and you love getting to know about it, and you've been around for a while, this movie's for you, or you like doing research. Now, I will make a little bit of disclaimer. There are some twists in the movie lore versus the game lore, so that's why I can understand people being frustrated. And about some of the critics, like they know. Well, let's say something else though. There will be minor spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, go. Sorry. Now, I will make it clear. They start out the movie by introducing the character of Charlotte Emily. That's right, Henry's daughter. And yes, Henry's in the movie. And also introduce a tragedy in 1982, which is weird because I thought Charlotte Emily's tragedy was in 1983. Well, we'll have to see what's going to happen now. And as we get into the movie, you know, the opening and everything, we're introduced to Abby more and her development, as well as a very judgy teacher. And even having some way of and even Vanessa and Mike hanging out. I've just for the record, don't ship them yet. Just don't. And unfortunately, Vanessa, much like the first film, has secrets. It's the same thing in the first movie. Vanessa has secrets. If I said Abby, I'm sorry. Now, with that in mind, as we go through the movie, Abby misses the animatronic friends. And then she tries to go to the Fazbear Entertainment for the first movie, and they're gone. She doesn't know what happened to them, and neither does Mike, even though he made a promise to fix them. And eventually, though, Abby finds a device that makes her talk to what she thinks is her friends. Yeah, I'm sorry, but there is a new villain in town. Or should I say, multiple villains. Including, if I should say, another Afton. So, everything that we has built up from here, from Abby Science Fair, which is a thing, development of Mike trying to protect her, and Vanessa also trying to find out what's going on, trying to move on with her life, overcome her fear of her dad, and him getting to her head, much like Mike having Garrett in his head. And as time goes on, developing, including a very snobby teacher who hates, you know, the Five Nights at Freddy's. If you guys have a teacher like that, comment below. I'd like to hear your story about that. And Abby always has to never let them go. And she even made a science project on one particular animatronic, which we know her favorite is Chica. And as time continues to go on in the movie, Science Fair, which, let's just say at the day of the Science Fair, Abby brings her project and the teacher drops it intentionally. Abby goes to the establishment after she originally made contact with what she thinks is Chica, but it's the marionette. She's back, and she is the manipulator, and also was awakened earlier by ghost hunters because of Michael Afton, luring them and making sure to wake up Charlotte Emily so she is. Once again, Michael Afton in this case was involved, but instead of the Michael Afton from the games where he was trying to stop his father, he chose, at least this one, tried to follow him. I'm just gonna say this flat out, guys. I don't like that direction of Michael, and I want to say I'm sorry if you're spoiled. With that in mind, I think I'm gonna say, with a more build-up, the toy animatronics that we all have seen in trailers have come out under the mind control of Charlotte Emily, the marionette. And the way she works, she always puts herself as, I guess you might say, a way of hosting someone. And unfortunately, she even will target Abby. As time goes on, run throughout movie, always the thriller and the fight to stop the animatronics from causing trouble by Charlotte Emily, the marionette. Everything will end up coming to the final stage where Mike ends up meeting Henry Emily, the father of Charlotte, and he tries to save his sister, and Vanessa tries, but due to her past later on, which is revealed, Mike would eventually have enough with her. A very chaotic mistake later on. So, the end, Charlotte Emily is still out there, waiting, and she already found a new host. And of course, there's more Easter eggs, including that there's the third movie, which will definitely focus on Fazbear's Frights, and Henry gave one last message. With that in mind, that's the main review. I'm very sorry if it kind of feels like it's a little all over the place, but there's a lot to take in. Now I'm gonna say my review. I'm gonna say that this movie is a 8 out of 10. Personally, I think the first movie kind of introduces more nostalgia, but the second one is building, and I actually like it. I actually like it. If you like FNAF, the movie's for you. If you're interested in doing research, it's for you. But if you go in there with expectations to being similar or exactly like the games or books, you'll be disappointed because they're putting their own lore into it. That's all I have here. If you guys enjoyed the review, since I don't usually do movie reviews on this channel, awesome. And I'll see you in the next video. God bless you, rock. Don't forget it.